Let's make a healthy sesame crusted salmon bowl. It has the most delicious orange ginger miso dressing. This grain bowl has tons of protein, healthy fats, and fiber, so you hit all your macros. Keep watching because I have a tip on how to make the grains taste amazing. Today I'm going to show you how to make this recipe for 2 people. If you'd like to make more, you can find the link to the full printable recipe in the description box below. Let's get started. First, let's make the dressing. Add a 1/4 cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. I know this doesn't look like a 1/4 cup. I do add more later. Add about a tablespoon of orange zest. This is about half an orange. Then add about a 1-inch piece of ginger that you've peeled and grated and 1 clove of garlic grated. 2 tablespoons white miso paste. 1 teaspoon each soy sauce and rice vinegar. 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. Whisk that really well to combine. And finally, I'm going to add some crushed chili flakes and the rest of that orange juice. Set that aside in the refrigerator while we make our grains. Today I'm making quinoa. I'm going to make a full recipe of quinoa today because I'm going to be using it for other things. Bring 3 cups of vegetable stock to a boil. And here's my tip for making quinoa taste great. Use stock instead of water. Today I'm using this vegetable stock. You could also use mushroom broth or chicken broth or whatever you have. Try to match the stock with the protein in your dish. This grain bowl has sesame crusted salmon and an orange dressing, so I thought a vegetable stock would go with it very nicely. Once the stock is boiling, add 1½ cups of dry quinoa. Now I'll lower the heat to medium-low, cover, and simmer for 15 minutes. When that's done, I'll let it sit off the heat for at least 5 minutes so it can absorb all the stock. And now you know how to make quinoa. Look at you go! While this is cooking, we're going to get the salmon ready to be seared with the sesame seeds. So sassy.
Sibilance.
Anyway, I have 250 grams or about ½ a pound of wild sockeye salmon. I'm going to cut it into cubes about 1 inch thick. As I'm cutting the salmon, I like to go over it with my hands so I can feel if there are any bones in there and just pull them out. You can just use your fingers. This is a gorgeous piece of salmon. After that's all cut up, we're going to coat it in sesame seeds. That's pretty easy. We're just going to take 1 bowl and add 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and in the other bowl, I'm going to do a mixture of white and black sesame seeds. I didn't want to use too many, so at first I just used 1 tablespoon of each and then added more as I needed. The technique is pretty easy too. Use 1 hand to put the salmon into the oil and the other hand to roll it in the sesame seeds, then it doesn't get too messy. Typical for me, I forgot to do it all the time, so it got pretty messy. Once the salmon cubes are prepared, we're going to sear them in a skillet. In a large non-stick skillet over medium-high heat, add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. When that's hot, add the salmon cubes. Let the salmon cubes sit on each side, undisturbed, for a few minutes each to get that nice crust. Repeat on all sides until every side is seared. Now let's put this bowl together. For each bowl, I would add ½ a cup of the cooked quinoa. For some added crunch, some baby romaine leaves. Half of the seared sesame salmon cubes. Sliced avocado, sliced cucumber, a small handful of edamame beans. Why not throw in some orange segments from that orange we juiced and zested earlier? And you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you, it's a cara orange. That's why it's pink. Now I'm going to add a little treat, a jammy egg. Wait, what's a jammy egg? It's somewhere between a soft-boiled egg and a hard-boiled egg, often served with delicious ramen. I wasn't sure how long I wanted to cook my egg for, so I tried 3 different cooking times: 6½ minute, 7 minute, and 7½ minutes. Let's peel them and see which one is the winner. Let's cut into the 6½ minute egg. Nah, it's a little runny for me. And here's the 7 minute egg. I'm not seeing a huge difference. Still a little runny for my liking. I'm really hoping the 7½ minute egg will be the Goldilocks egg. Let's take a look. And yes, that is the texture that I like. Still really soft, but not moving around, if you know what I mean.
Perfection.
From these 3 eggs, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Okay, back to the recipe. Drizzle on your orange ginger miso dressing. Oh, it's so good. Garnish with sliced green onions and more sesame seeds if you like. And hey, if you like eating a bunch of food out of a bowl, and who doesn't, make sure you subscribe so you never miss when I upload a new recipe. In the meantime, here are a couple more bowl recipes for you to try. Thanks for watching.